So good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Today we're going to draw the hearing apparatus. And this is a good activity because it gives you, and it makes your brain look and draw and visualize the whole hearing apparatus, which will help us in our study of sound. So let's begin our picture. So what we want to do is, more or less, we have our paper here and we want to divide our paper into kind of three sections, okay? So the three sections we're going to divide is, more or less, we're going to take our picture, excuse me, our piece of paper, and more or less, we're going to fold that into three main sections. It doesn't have to be perfect, but more or less, we see that this picture, or this piece of paper, pardon me, has 1, 2, and 3 sections. We're going to do this because there's 3 parts of the ear, as you saw in the video. We have the outer ear, we have the middle ear, and we have the inner ear. So that's how we're going to divide our drawing. Let's begin. We're first going to start our drawing by starting the outer ear, and starting up here, we're going to go up, and we're going to create, this shape. Okay, we're going to do that. Then we're going to go down here. We're going to start like this as well. And we're going to create this shape. I'm going to go up, over, out, and then this comes up like this. Okay, more or less. This comes down. Now we're going to go up. We follow that up. Now, what we're going to do is, if you're using marker, make sure that it's not going through anywhere. And if you have, if it's something new or old, make sure that if you have that problem. So see, I'm drawing on glass, which shouldn't be a problem. But if you think it might bleed through, what you do is you take another old sheet of paper like this, and you put it underneath. So just to make sure, if you're doing it on your desk or anytime we're doing a drawing with marker, we want to make sure that it doesn't go through. So now we're going to continue our drawing. This goes up here. This part of the ear, we're going to start over here. This goes around and over down here. Very well. Now we're going to go with this part of the ear. The shape of the ear is specialized to capture sound. And now we're going to start from the bottom again. This, in our drawing, we're going to look at our study guide, and you can see how this comes up over here. That gives the idea and the effect of taking a slice, taking a cross section of the ear. And now we're going to go there. And then we also, just like our drawing, we have this part down the bottom over here. Okay, so right now, we're at this part. We're going to give more detail to our ear. So here we go. We're going to start, and we come down here. This comes up over there, and this is going to go down, and you see it goes into the inner ear. So from there, we're going to come around and connect down here with our drawing. So let's just do that to this part. Very well. And now we're going to go from the outer ear. This is the outer ear, or also known as the pinna, okay, the outer ear. And here, just down here, I'm going to put here, outer ear. All right. Now, let's go on to the middle ear. So here we have this drawing up here. There's a piece of cartilage there. Here's another piece of cartilage. Okay, and now here we have some muscle that comes down from the skull. We have some muscle that comes in there. And now we're going to want to use all of our picture. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the ear canal first. This ear canal is going to be a little bit longer than normal because we're going to just use it to label. So we're going to go all the way in, and this is going to go down. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not a perfect drawer either. But we're going to go over and we're going to go up. That's where the eardrum is going to go. Now we're going to go from up top here. We're going to go here and just come a little arc like this. Very well. And that's going to be, once again, this is represented by bone. This is going to be a bone like this. It's like bone. Give a bone. Just so you know, it's not like that. This is also going to be represented by, there's some cartilage here. Here's a cartilage, a little bit of cartilage. Here we're also going to go like this, so we know that's a cross section. A little bit of dots, and then over here as well. We're going to go, you know, it goes all the way up here, and then it goes down, and then it's going to go over, and this is also the cross section. Okay, so now we've gotten through the middle ear. This is called the ear canal, okay, or the middle ear as well. Middle ear. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go on into the inner ear, which is where all the magic happens. The magic happens here, of course, but this is where really everything is going on, you know. So here we have the particles going through the ear canal, and then you see here we have the eardrum. The eardrum, okay? This is the eardrum, and it looks like this. Here we go. And that eardrum, first we're going to draw the outline of our inner ear, and it looks like this, as you saw in the picture, like this, and this goes up and around, and it goes like, okay, like that. So here we see that we have the hammer. So this bone looks like this, more or less, and it's called the hammer because it looks kind of like a hammer. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's our hammer. And here we have the anvil, because this kind of looks like an anvil. Here we go. This one goes like this. And then we have the hammer anvil, and then it gets connected to the stirrup, which here we have the base of the cochlea, and here we have the anvil, and the stirrup, excuse me. The stirrup is called a stirrup because it looks like a horse stirrup. So there we are. These are the bones. This is now part of the inner ear. And this is going to go up and over and around in our drawing. And now we're going to continue with our drawing. And here we're going to start drawing the cochlea, which looks like a snail. Before we do that, though, we're going to go down here. Here we are. This goes down. And we're going to go over here. This goes over there, and then this comes out, and this goes down over that way, and this goes down over that way. Okay, so now we're going to start with the cochlea. So the cochlea looks like a snail, as I just said, and the cochlea is going to come up over here, and you see there's some, oh, pardon me, you see there's some interesting shapes that go around here, and we're going to keep using our study guide to make this drawing very, very well. And this one comes over here. Very interesting shapes. Come over there. Very well. And this comes down here. Now, let's see here. Now this comes over here. Very good. And this comes down into this area. And then down here, we're going to see how this it goes like so, and then it's going to be a snail. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the outline. We're going to draw the outline of the cochlea, and then we're going to draw a snail. So there's our outline, and now from here we're just going to go into snail. There we are. Very good. There we are. There's our cochlea, the snail. And now this cochlea is going to be interacting with the hearing nerve, and then there's these little nerve cells. So here's one part of the auditory nerve, and then here's another part of the auditory nerve. So that's our and this is the inner ear. Inner ear. So that's our hearing apparatus. I hope you enjoyed the drawing lesson. I would like you to do now two things. One, I would like you to give this some color. And two, I would like you to label it, just as can be seen here in the study guide that is also on your Google Classroom. So there's 4 main parts to be labeled. And so please use color and label it. Thank you very much. See you on our Zoom call.